We were solving numericals, right, students? No, no, Nitya, I cannot allow you to annotate. No, don't. Students, were we here or we have completed this numericals? Or wait 1 second, I'll just walk you through this. Is this done? Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Types of speeds, is it done?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Okay, types of velocity, is it done?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Very
ma'am.
good, very good. So different types of velocity are uniform, non-uniform, and average. In velocity, in uniform velocity, constant velocity can be obtained if you have equal changes in displacement in equal intervals of time. And average velocity is total displacement by total time. What about average speed? Total distance by total time. See, that's a scalar quantity, distance. So speed is also scalar quantity. Displacement is a vector quantity, so velocity is also a vector. Non-uniform velocity is unequal. We have done first question, right? Yes or no?
No, ma'am.
Okay, fine.
No, ma'am.
Quickly, very quick. A car travels a distance of 70 kilometers in 2 hours. What is average speed? Very good, 35 kilometer per hour. Very simple. From very basic logic level, I'm going to go to higher level. Is this clear? Anybody has a doubt? How ma'am
No,
means
ma'am.
total displacement, total distance by total time. That's the only formula I have used. Next. Try very quickly. A truck drives 20 kilometers down the road. Just assume this is the position and this is the other position. From A to B, truck is going a distance of 20 kilometers. He is taking how much time? In 5 minutes, he is going 20 kilometers. Now, the truck is reversing. So, after it reached point B, he then reverses and drives kilometers back down the road. So, he is going 12 kilometers, something like this. 12 kilometers back. How much time? 3 minutes. What is the average velocity? Guys, average velocity is it total distance by total time or total displacement by total time? Total
Ma'am,
displacement.
total displacement.
Yeah.
Displacement.
Displacement means line joining initial point and final point. So this is what you need to know. What is this? 20
8
minus 12,
kilometers.
which is 8 kilometer. Very good. So total displacement by total time is average velocity. So this will be 8 by
8
total
minutes.
time is 8 minutes
8.
means 8 by 60 is hours. Kilometers, no, this is, make this into hours. 8 minutes, 8 by 60 hours. So that is 60 kilometer per hour. Some people are saying correct. Good. Aryan, Prerna, good. Okay, 60 kilometer per hour. Please convert this into meter per second also. How to convert? Aditya, tell me how to convert to meter per second.
Into 5 by 18.
Very good. So multiply this by 5 by 18, you will get in meter per second. Okay, someone is waiting in the lobby. Let me. Please make no, 2 people have joined. Right. Okay, guys. How much is this coming to? So this is 50 by 3 meters per second. Okay, guys. Next. In the same question, I want you to find average speed. Why? Very fast, very fast. I want average speed. Quick. Average speed is total distance by total time. Is it or not, guys?
Distance is 32 kilometers.
Very good. Distance is going 20 and returning 12. By total time is 8 over 60. That is 32 into 60 by 8. 8 fours. So 240 kilometer per hour. You can also find it in meter per second. Convert into meter per second. Everyone, is it clear? New students, especially, I'm going slow for you all. Everyone, hope it's clear to you all. All of you are with me. Anyone not with me, you guys have to tell. Okay, let me just check. Suraj, is
200
it
by 3.
clear? Sai Praveen, is it clear to you? Ragnya, Saveri, Yashvardhan. Okay, cool. Moving to next slide. Okay, guys, try this. Without, who will solve it without pen and paper? I'll see. No need of any pen and paper. Without pen and paper, you can do it. Look for the shortcut. Is time same or distance same?
Time, ma'am.
So
Time.
time is same means average speed. What is the formula? Average velocity. I've given you the shortcuts, right? Whenever time is same,
Ma'am, A plus B plus C by
very good.
Ma'am,
S1 plus S2 plus S3 by
3 by
3. So here,
ma'am, the answer is 4 meter per second.
very good. So 20 seconds, first 20 seconds with some speed S1. The next 20 seconds, see, then moves with a velocity of
plus 5 by 3.
4 meter
4,
per
ma'am.
second
4
for 20 seconds. Finally it moves with a velocity of
meter per second is the average.
5 meter per second for next 20. So 20 seconds here, 20 seconds here, 20 seconds, meaning time is same and some are there. So just add them up. 3 plus 4 plus 5 over 3.
By
That's
3
12 over 3. That is 4 meters.
equals 4 meter per second.
Excellent work. Next question. Did you understand? What if distance was same, guys? If distance is same, what's the shortcut formula? 2s1 s2 by s1 plus s2, or if three speeds are given, 3s1 s2 s3 by s1 s2 s2 s3 plus s3 s1. Make a note. If time is same, only average. For 2 speeds average is this, for 3 speeds average is this. Distance is same for 2 speeds and for 3 speeds. Make a note, guys, quickly. Whoever is comfortable with ABC, 3ABC by AB plus BC plus CA. 2AB by A plus B. Hope it's clear to you all. Hello? Can someone?
Yes, ma'am.
speak? I'm actually worried. I'm worried about my audio actually. So anyway, I'm erasing this, guys, now. Let's move further. Some questions I'll give as homework. 4th one, 5th one homework. 6th one, 7th one, let's do. Fast. 4, 5 homework. Just take a screenshot of it. 6 and 7 quickly without putting pen. Try to do. Just try to do without putting pen. Time is same or distance is same in 6th one?
Ma'am, 45. 45 kilometer per
Very
hour.
good. Go to 7th. Others quickly. See, it's moving at a uniform speed of 30 km per hour for 30 minutes. Next, 60 km per hour for 30 minutes. Meaning the time is same. Whenever time is same, average speed is actually average of the speed. So 30 plus 60 by 2. S1 plus S2 by 2. That's a 90 by 2, which is 45.
Ma'am, 7th one is 0.
No, average velocity is 0. Even average speed we should find. Total distance by total time.
Ma'am, average velocity is 0. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Very good. Prerna, very good. Okay. Others? Some people, very good. Aryan, very good. And who is that before Aryan? So many I have told. 45. Okay, I didn't see. Very good. All of you all. Others also doing good. Abroop, Praveen. Nice. Quick. So 7th question, guys. Speeds are not given. So we need to use the shortcut formula. We can go for actual formula. Total distance by total time. See, I'm going to go slowly. A train takes 2 hours to reach station B from station A. So draw the situation. This is station A, this is station B. From here to here train is going in 2 hours. The distance between these two stations is given as, see, the distance of 200 km away from each other. So this distance is 200 km. It takes 3 hours in return journey. So from B to A while it's returning, it takes 3 hours. Okay. So total distance is 200 going, 200 return journey. While going he is taking 2 hours and while returning he is taking 3 hours. Total distance over total time, that's 400 over 5, which is 80 km per hour. Hope it's clear to everyone, every single one of you new people, especially you all. Understanding? Yeah, very good. Now come to the point of average velocity. Average velocity is total displacement by total time, guys. Total displacement, first of all, initial point and point are coinciding with each other. Train went and came back. So initial point and final point are coinciding, means displacement is 0. Displacement is 0 means velocity is also 0. Okay, hope it's clear to you all. Take a screenshot, we'll move to the next topic. Yes, 0 by 5. Good. Divya, correct. Aditya. 1190. 1190, put your name. Okay. Danish. Okay. Ananya, correct. Okay, done. I will erase that. Okay, I'll just move to the next. Okay. Acceleration. Quickly, guys. So, first let's look at the meaning of acceleration. Later we'll define it. So, whenever velocity is increasing, we'll say that the body is accelerating. Okay. Suppose first velocity was 20 km per hour, later it became 40, later it became 60, and then 80. So we'll say that this body is accelerating. Is it clear? Now, suppose the velocity is uniformly, not uniformly, if it's decreasing, then the word that we use is retardation. Make a note, or deceleration. Deceleration. Retardation or deceleration, both are combinedly known as negative acceleration. When a body is undergoing decrease in velocity, let's say that first it was moving at 60 km per hour. Old woman is crossing the road. He has to slam the brakes. So 40, 30, 20. Right before her, he put brake and came to 0. Okay, he didn't, let's assume he didn't bombard into her. Okay, so this is what is happening. In decrease of velocity, we use the word retardation because the body is constantly decreasing in velocity. Whenever the velocity is increasing, any body, it need not just be a truck or a car, it can be any body. Okay, I want to ask you 2 questions. Quickly you should answer. Okay, first question. When we are when a body is dropped downwards, free fall, when it's undergoing free fall, is it accelerating or decelerating? Second, when it is undergoing vertical projection, when it is undergoing vertical
Accelerating.
Okay. Put
Deceleration. Second one.
first question. You should put answer number beside your answer. They are just writing acceleration. Which is acceleration? I think.
Number one is acceleration, number two is deceleration.
Very good. Here acceleration because direction of motion is downwards as well as G is also acting downwards. Here direction of motion is upwards whereas G is acting downwards. Whenever they are opposite direction, it is deceleration. Remember guys, G can't change. G is always downwards. Only motion of the body can change. Motion sometimes it's in that free fall is downwards, vertical projection upwards. Or if you don't know, let's look at it in a logical way. Suppose you are having a pen in your hand, just hold it in your hand. It is on your palm, right? On its own it cannot fly. We don't have magic abilities, so it's on your hand, it's in a state of rest. When you give it some initial velocity, it starts moving upwards. It's going to move upwards. As it's moving upwards, let's say you projected at 20 meter per second, slowly it's going upwards and it's going on decreasing. 10 meter per second, 5 meter per second, 0 meter per second. So it's going on decreasing its velocity. Here if you had dropped, when you're dropping a body, initially 0 velocity, Slowly it increased to 5, 10, 20. Here increase in velocity is happening, here decrease in velocity is happening. Clearly what we have mentioned, increase means acceleration, decrease means retardation. Okay, concept is understood first of all. Now we'll see formula. So acceleration is nothing but rate of means denominator is time. Change of velocity means final velocity minus velocity. Okay, rate of
Minus.
change of velocity is simply acceleration. That's it, nothing much about it. This is the what do you say, formula of acceleration. Meaning of acceleration you understood. Whenever we are undergoing acceleration, velocity is increasing, retardation, velocity is decreasing. Meaning is different from derivation. What is the units? Let's see. Velocity is in the numerator, so meter per second from numerator. Denominator time, so second from denominator. Finally, this comes to meter per second square. Is that clear? Everyone, meter per second square. Yes. Now, tell me the dimensional formula. New people, I am telling you now only, please go to units and measurements. Others try to tell dimensional formula. Units and measurements is there as a lecture in LMS. Only video 1, first video, if you see, you will get the exact idea of dimensional formula. I don't want to waste my time now. Guys, just 40 minutes session it will be. 20 minutes you can see today, 20 minutes you can see tomorrow. I want you guys to do that, because from now on, everywhere I will use the word dimensional formula. Every single unit we will want to know. So what is the dimensional formula? M, mass is not present. I can't see kg.
M0 L1 T minus 2.
Very good. I can see time as minus 2. Everyone who has said, they have said correctly. Very good, Akansha, Abru, Shashank, very good. Okay. So basically, simple idea I'm giving for the new people. There are set of units called as fundamental units after the system of SI was defined. The fundamental units are namely mass, length, time, temperature. Mass, length, time, temperature. Electric current, luminous intensity, and amount of substance. Okay, so mass has a unit kg, length has a unit meter, time has a unit, temperature has a unit Kelvin, electric current has a unit ampere, luminous intensity has a unit candela, and amount of substance has a unit mole. These are the respective fundamental units. What's the meaning of fundamental? They are independent of other physical quantities. Physical quantities, any quantity which can be measured. Are you a physical quantity? Are you a physical quantity? You are not physical. Oh, come on. Your height is physical quantity. Your weight is physical quantity. You are not physical. Is your feelings physical quantity? No, it cannot be measured. Is someone's dancing skills physical quantity? No, it cannot be measured. What you will measure with the Prabhudeva? Or probably with some super dancer. You can't measure some things, right? Those are not physical quantities. Only what can be measured, those are physical quantities. So dimensional formula, very important, guys. Moving to the next point, make a note. Acceleration is a vector quantity. Because acceleration is vector quantity, negative acceleration is possible. Only vector quantities can have negative values. See, distance can't have negative, whereas displacement can be negative. Even zero, it can be displacement. Same is the case. Negative values and zeros are possible only for vector quantities. Speed, no negatives, but velocity, we can have negative and zero also. Moving to the next, can I move or is there any doubt? Lol, ma'am, it seems. Okay.
Ma'am, are we gonna learn about supplementary quantities too?
We learned last year, right? Who are the two supplementary quantities? One is plane angle.
Radian and stereo.
Yes, radian. And one is solid angle. Good that you remember. And steradian. Okay, plane angle, which is for two-dimensional angle. Solid angle is for your ice cream cone, three-dimensional. These are called as dimensionless or supplementary quantities. They don't have dimension. We can't represent them in dimensional formula. Okay. Can I move to the next, guys? Arjun, yes, what's your doubt? How are you, Arjun? These are the next
What,
things.
ma'am?
How are you? You have raised your hand.
No, I'm like, I was clicking it by mistakenly.
Okay, fine. Uniform acceleration. Guys, what is uniform acceleration? I'll show you the graph. By the graph, we'll understand it. Suppose this is an acceleration time graph. Time is on the x-axis because it's independent variable and dependent variable on y-axis. Uniform acceleration means throughout, let's assume 5 meter per second square, throughout at any point of time, it's uniform or it's constant. Hope that it is clear. Let's draw the velocity time graph for this one. Then you can define it. Velocity time graph for a uniform acceleration curve looks like this, straight line. Okay, equal changes in velocity in equal interval of time. Think about it. Let's talk about the form. Sorry. Acceleration is equal to v minus u by t formula. Let's say 20 minus 10 by 2 first situation, 30 minus 20 by 2 next situation, 40 minus 30 by 2 in the next. Keeps going that way. And if you see, in every case, you're getting 5. Okay, guys. So constant acceleration can happen only when there is equal changes in velocity in equal interval of time. With the help of graph, I'm trying to make you understand. Hope it's clear to you all. Equal changes in
Yes, ma'am.
velocity with respect to equal changes in time. It's very important that you understand uniform acceleration, both of these graphs. Of course, I will take another session only on graph. There I'll detail. Right now, just understand this part. Don't ask me, ma'am, another graph you show. Always, when the graph time comes, that time I'll. Non-uniform is not important, guys. It's just that it's changing its velocity continuously. Sometimes it's increasing, sometimes decreasing, something like that. See, car moving with changing velocity. Suppose this is the road, and if this is the car, my car is bad, but okay. This is the road and this is the car. Car is moving on a straight road. Suppose there is a traffic signal. So car is moving at 30 km per hour. On seeing the red light, it has come to a rest. After green light is given, again it has moved. So see, continuously it's changing its velocity. So that time it is moving with non-uniform acceleration. Uniform acceleration, good example is freely falling body. We had just now discussed. Negative acceleration example is vertically projected body. We have discussed this also. One note you make, guys, make a note. Whenever, I will just dictate, you make a note. Whenever retardation and deceleration are asked, quickly guys, whenever retardation and deceleration are asked, only the magnitude of acceleration should be written. Only the magnitude of acceleration should be written, excluding the negative sign. Excluding the negative sign. Again, I'm repeating, guys. Whenever he asked, what happened? This boy is going on trying to join. Okay. Fine. Whenever retardation or deceleration is asked in the question, just understand that negative sign shouldn't be mentioned because the word retardation and deceleration, both of them already indicate it's a negative acceleration. So you don't involve the negative sign, just write the magnitude. If in the question acceleration is asked, then you will write negative sign. Only when retardation and deceleration is asked, don't write negative sign. Made a note? Can we move further? Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Quickly put a message.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, fine. Okay, fine. You should have copy paste method actually. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Okay, cool, cool. I think there is a little 4-5 seconds gap between chat and. Okay. Can I move to the next? Equations of motion. Already you know these guys. I'll just walk you through quickly. Okay. Last year I've taught you different way of derivation. This year something else. Like this year I've moved to the higher standard in 11, 12. How you will do derivation that way. Let's see what's happening. Use another color. Okay. First of all, this is the formula for acceleration. V minus u by t. Send the time over to the other side. A into t equals to v minus u. Now send the velocity, initial velocity also to this side. So v will be equal to u plus at. This is first equation. Quickly make a note. We have derived first equation of motion just using the acceleration formula. All right, come to second equation of motion. In second equation of motion, only thing you should focus on is average velocity. If you know average velocity, you are good to go. So what is average velocity? One formula is total displacement by total time. There's another way of writing it, that is actual averages of the velocity, that is final velocity plus initial velocity by 2. Actual averages of the velocity. Okay guys, send the time over to the other side. Let's send time over to this side. So v plus u by 2 times t. Now in the place of v, you can write first equation of motion, that is u plus at. That's all. Only one thing if you do, you got your second equation of motion. You just have to write u plus at in the place of v. You are eliminating that v. So u plus u is 2u plus at by 2 into t. If you separate the variables, think about it. If you separate the variables, it is 2ut by 2 plus at square by 2. 2 and 2 cancel, so that is ut plus half at square. Yes, I know this method is much better than your graphical method. Yes, yes, no other messages. Yes, yes, Vardhan. Okay. No, don't. If you will talk other things, I will have to disable chat. Don't, no. Okay, fine. Guys, quickly write down these two. I am not interested for you to learn the derivation. I am interested for you to understand the formula. I need you to know the formula, that's all. What is S over here? Displacement, initial velocity, time, acceleration, time, final velocity, initial velocity, acceleration and time. S here is displacement. Whoever doesn't know, S is displacement. Can I move, guys? Can I move further quickly? Yes, ma'am or no, ma'am? Okay. Third equation of motion. I'll even tell you what you're going to learn in 9th. First, to write down this method. Understand this method. Here also same, ditto same. S by t equals to v plus u by 2. Only difference is, instead of changing velocity, here we will be changing time. Eliminate time. Kick him out. To kick him out, we need to know what is the time. Plus u by t. Send time over to this side. I will get time equal to v minus u by a. Right, guys? v minus u by a. Sorry. So this is v plus u by 2 as is, and in the place of time I will replace it with v minus u by a. A plus b into a minus b formula, a square minus b square. 2a is the denominator. Okay, send it over to that end. You will get v square minus u square equals 2as. Is that crystal clear? Guys, I am unable to hear you. Anybody? One speak, guys. Able to understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, got it.
Yes, ma'am.
Cool. Okay. These derivations, are they simple? Tell me yes or no. Pretty simple, right? Compared to your derivation.
Yes.
I'll show
Yes,
you.
ma'am.
I'll show you your derivation. This is a velocity time graph.
Very simple.
Area under the velocity time graph gives you displacement. I'm showing you 9th class. Area under the velocity time graph. What is area? This all means it comprises of one triangle. I can see that one triangle is there and one rectangle is there. So I'm going to just write rectangle area plus triangle area. Okay, rectangle area, length into breadth. So this is the breadth, u is the breadth. See guys, this is the point where initial velocity is going up to here. This is final velocity. So u into t plus half into base into height. Half into base is time into height is v minus u. Guys, this part only we want. Height means height of triangle. This part is v minus u. Again for v minus u, we can use this relation. Send the time over to that side. At equals to v minus u. So in the place of v minus u, replace with the at. So this becomes v plus half into t into at. That is nothing but at square. Ut plus half at square. This is second equation. Third also we can derive in the similar way. Okay. I want you guys to now make a list. I'll erase everything. Can I erase everything? Did you understand? I just want you to understand. No need to mug up right now. Just know the formula. Is anyone having doubt? Ma'am, there is one equation, ma'am. Ma'am, derivations asked in CBSE exams, of course. The one which I have just now showed you, this one will be asked in CBSE exam. I am not going to teach that. Already in 8th class, I have taught in this method. Now I have to teach something new, right? This is the method. This will be taught to you in 11th grade. Okay, I will erase these guys. Quickly take a screenshot. I will wait for a few seconds. Yeah, we are learning fourth equation of motion. Who is that? Very good, Prerna.
Ma'am,
Very good.
I
Yeah,
had a doubt, ma'am, that one.
yeah, we'll learn. Don't worry.
Okay.
First, I'll make you perfect
Okay,
in
ma'am.
these three. Then I will teach them. Now, guys, make a note. Quickly make a note. Especially this note is for new people. First equation is what? U plus AT. Second equation is what? S equals UT plus half AT square. Try to write without V square minus U square equals to S. The note is first equation is used when displacement is not given. Write down. S is not given. Second equation is used when final velocity is not given. Third equation is used when time is not given. See, this is not always the case, but most of the time. Okay, guys. Now I'm giving you 1 minute. I'm giving you. Learn up the three formulas. Not even 1 minute, 30 seconds. Learn up the three formulas. Anybody I will ask, you should be able to tell. I'll change the slide, of course. Please don't write in your book and see and tell. Please don't cheat yourself. Huh? Whoever I ask, you better turn on your camera and. Okay, fine. Okay, guys. New people, I'm hoping that you will be able to say.
Yes, ma'am.
Done. Who is that? Yes, ma'am. Don't be scared, guys. We should just try. Okay, Aditya, can you just tell me the three equations of motion?
First one is A is equal to V minus U by T.
Okay.
Second one is S is equal to UT plus half AT square. And third one is 2AS is equal to V square minus U square.
Okay, very good. Other children, I will ask you one by one whenever numerical is going on. Okay. Now I will just solve one or two numericals until the time. Until what time, guys? Class is till 10:25.
Yes, ma'am, 25.
Yes, ma'am.
4 minutes, two questions. Target. Quick, guys. First question. A truck is running at 72 km per hour. So it is running at 72 km per hour means initially it is moving at 72 km per hour. Guys, I'm showing you how to read the question also. It is running at 72 means first of all it's having a velocity of 72 km per hour. Is brought to rest means finally velocity became 0 km per hour or 0, just write 0 over a distance of 25 meters. Over a distance of 25. Ma'am, displacement no. Why distance you are writing S means in linear motion, that is in straight line motion, distance displacement both are same. Okay, so make a note. So U is in kilometer per hour whereas distance is in meters, so change it. 72 kilometer per hour can be made into meter per second in this way. Multiply by 5 by 18. Is it or not, everyone? Okay. 18 fours are 72. So 20 meter per second. Now think about it, guys. I have given you a shortcut. I told you. V is given, U is given, S is given. When time is not given, we should go for which equation? See, when time is not given, clearly, third equation. Go for third equation, solve. You will get the answer. First, you will get acceleration. V square minus U square equals to AS. V square is a 0 minus U square is a 20 square equals 2 acceleration times. Acceleration is 400 by T, that is 8. meter per second square. But he asked us what? Retardation, guys. In option, please tick 5 meter per second square. Don't include negative sign. Very quick, guys. Quick. Okay. He even asked us. He just didn't leave it over here. The question is, even time is asked. So use first equation or second equation. But first is much simpler. So we can write time equals to V minus U by A. V minus U by acceleration we just now found, that is 8. So minus 20 by 8, which is 8, 2.5. Minus 20 by minus 8. So 2.5 seconds. Hope it's clear for you all, guys. Everyone, is it clear to you all? Anyone has a doubt? Very
Yes.
good. Very good. Anyone has a doubt? New people, especially, I'm trying to, gear you up. Let me give you one question as homework. I do not want to consume your break time. Already some people want break, I think. I don't know. Well, I want. Okay. Not this. Wait. Train question I have to explain. Which you can do, I'll give you. Yeah. You can take this question, guys. It's doable. Please try it. This is a homework question. Take it down. Make a note of it. This is a question you will try, and tomorrow you will tell me the answer. No, sorry, Thursday you will have the discussion of this question. Hope it's clear to you all. I want you guys to try the first worksheet. I hope first assignment is done. Second one also you can try. It's open. Second assignment is also open in our LMS. Okay, Abhirup, very good. Arjun, okay. Ananya, okay, good. Siddhant, Prerna, good. Oh, already they're telling the answers. I should let everyone. No, don't tell any answer. Let everyone. Akansha, good. Danish, good. Already they have told the answer. Okay. Thank you, guys. Take your break. Thank you. Okay.
Bye, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thanks, ma'am.
Thank you. Okay. I will end the session, guys.
Ma'am, you can give the host to someone, ma'am.
Yeah, how do should I make anyone a host? Whom should I make a host?
Yes, ma'am. All teachers do the same thing. They make a person host and then leave.
Okay, Prerna, I'm making you the host. You're on the top of the participants, so it's easy for me. As well as presenter, should I make her even the presenter?